I'm here today with AJ Laughlin at Stahl Specialty in Warrensburg, Missouri. Recently, his team purchased a modern jet melting system for his aluminum casting operation. AJ, thanks for taking the time today. Can you tell me some of the benefits of the equipment you purchased, as well as tell us a little about Stahl and your respective position within the organization?
Stahl Specialty is an aluminum casting foundry. We primarily run the tilt port operation. The primary industries that we work with are automotive, marine, and military. My job title is metallurgical engineering manager, and I primarily focus on improvement practices and just process evaluation.
Okay, great. So, AJ, tell us about your old melt system.
The only melt system here at Stahl is a reverb furnace. We have quite a few of those. The biggest issue with that is the efficiency of that process and the large amount of metal loss when you're doing it. It's also very labor intensive. It's an old technology, and we were looking to modernize and get away from it. It also has a significant carbon footprint, and we're looking to become cleaner, more efficient, better melting process here at Stahl.
So, AJ, tell us about the melt study that Modern assisted your team with.
Modern was actually very, very helpful in that process. They framed in everything for us, gave us some sheets to populate all the data, and then you guys were actually present and collected all the data. After that, sat down as a team and walked through it all.
Great. And what did those projected melt loss rates amount to?
So in the company, we were of the thinking that the reverb furnaces were probably running about 8%. Turns out we came in at 14%. So that in and of itself is a big problem. And now we're looking to, the jet melter itself came in much lower at a 1.5%.
So, AJ, 1.5. I think that was better than expected out of the Modern jet melter. Can you tell us, after it was commissioned and in production, what that looked like?
Yes, we were thinking we were going to get 2%. It came back at 1.5, so that's an even better improvement than we were looking for. And then that coupled in with your energy saving and everything else, it's an annual savings of $2 million just to run that furnace over the furnace that was currently in place.
Excellent. Well, that's substantial. So, wow, melt loss was 1.5% with the Modern versus the 2 we projected, and it was 14 with the reverberatory. So you picked up $2 million in savings annually on one single melter, correct?
That's correct. That's just the one furnace being replaced.
Okay, and it doesn't take into consideration, too, all the other upside benefits of the much smaller carbon footprint and layout benefits, et cetera, right? Because we went to a pump in the system, I believe.
Yes. So the Modern jet melter does allow us for a much different layout. We actually reverse the side of our facility that the melting is happening on, which opens up our traffic way there. So you've got a lot more workspace necessarily. We can also introduce rotaries, which is large equipment, 8 stations, so 8 casting machines at once, and remove the human element of delivering metal. So instead of people transferring metal, we now have a pump moving metal. And that's a big part of that was the layout of the jet melter instead of what we were locked in with our reverbs.
Excellent. AJ, are there any other benefits you want to mention regarding Modern and or the product?
Regarding install and the product in and of itself, through the planning phase, you guys worked really well with all the other integrators for the cell we put it in, because this is a highly automated cell that we're working with, a lot of moving parts, a lot of different installs here at the same time, and you guys were great the whole way through.
So what's next for Stahl, AJ?
Well, given the $2 million savings just for the one furnace, we're looking into what it's going to take to replace the other 10 furnaces that we still have here. And that doesn't include our other facility, which has another 8 melters that we're also looking to switch out with the new Modern technology.
So AJ, based on your experience, both with the Modern jet melter as well as with the respective Modern engineering and service team, would you recommend Modern to other die casters in the industry?
I would definitely recommend the team and the equipment. So you guys were really good about coming in and not just selling us the product, but proving that we would see the savings that you guys had presented to us early on.
And that was that we proved that through the MELT study we discussed earlier, correct?
Yeah, the MELT study was a big turning point for us. You guys came in and did a lot of the legwork as far as having everything already formed up and broken down for us. But then we were there every step of the way to make sure it was a valid study, and it came out to our benefit. And, I definitely recommend that anybody out there that's looking to improve melting, look in it with you guys.
Fantastic. Well, AJ, I want to thank you for the time and the faith you had in Modern before you took the jump, and now the faith you continue to have as you look to replace your additional, 18 rough units?
Yeah, that's 18 total furnaces, and I look forward to switching them out and continue to work with you guys over the next several years.
Very good. Thank you.